Steam locomotives work by using pressure from steam in the boiler to move pistons back and forth. Usually more pressure fed into the cylinders would mean a more powerful engine. So what would happen if you said sod it and times that pressure by 10? In 1929, the LMS decided to experiment with high-pressure steam in order to create a new kind of passenger locomotive. They worked with the superheater company, with the LMS providing the frames, wheels and running gear, and the company providing a custom high-pressure boiler, with one part capable of creating 1,400 psi, much more than the standard engine boiler that produced an average of 200 psi. The engine was given the name Fury, after the original engine to bear the name had it changed. On paper, it made sense. More pressure from the boiler would give the cylinders more power, right? Unfortunately, just like communism, it didn't really work out like that. The engine's performance was poor. Most locomotive cylinders work best with pressures of around 200 psi, so the boiler was mostly overkill. So overkill in fact that it killed a man while being tested in 1930. One of the ultra-high pressure tubes burst and the escaping steam blasted into the coal fire, throwing high-velocity burning coals and ash through the firehole door, killing Mr. Lewis Schofield of the superheater company. After being investigated, the cause of the burst pipe was never found. After finally being repaired in 1934, Fury was tested again, but the performance was poor and not enough to justify using the new type of boiler. The engine was retired and a new boiler was put onto the frames in place of the old high-pressure one. The new engine was numbered 6170 and named British Legion, being the first in a new class of locomotives built by the LMS. For all intents and purposes, Fury was a failure. It was scrapped more out of financial reasons than performance, though it was remarked that the engine never earned any money for the LMS, and that it must have travelled more miles in tow than under its own steam. The engine was enough to prove that high-pressure steam locomotives were just not worth it, with not only lackluster performance, but complex and expensive maintenance to keep them running. Maybe with some more time and refinement, the design would have worked, but for now, I suppose we'll never know. Subscribe for more.